Sickatone here. This is Bunny King, and we're on some more Borderlands 2. Today we're doing a top 10 gear for specifically Krieg. I have a melee slash explosive build, blood explosions mixed with his release the beast. All this gear on here is completely biased. There's nothing, specifically I would chosen. So, yeah, it is specifically what I would chosen. I'm just letting you guys know that I put a lot of work into this video, a lot of time, a lot of mental capacity, I would say, trying to get this video ready for you guys, get it done, because the last one wasn't that good. I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get this video started. Number 10. In the number 10 spot, we have the Love Thumper, a bandit shield with a TDR skin on it. Okay, so the Love Thumper is a unique melee shield, and Borderlands 2 is manufactured by Bandit and is obtained in the mission of Mother's Day, Best Mother's Day Ever, that is located in the Highlands. The red text is, if thumping you is wrong, I don't want to be right, significantly increasing recharge delay, increasing roid bonus when depleted, melee hits create an explosive nova. It is a really good shield. I specifically use it. I never did use it until, I want to say like maybe a year ago or so. I was really liking Krieg and I wanted to do more with his melee damage. And this shield is the one that you want to use if you want to increase that melee damage. So it's really good. It's not legendary. It is just a unique. It's really easy to get. That's pretty much why, or what one thing in this list has is just easy obtainable weapons that you can use for major destruction. So it's really good, and I just like it a lot. It looks cool. Does a lot of damage. Nothing else to say, really. Number 9. We have the Sheriff's Badge. And the reason I picked the Sheriff's Badge is because it's only used for one thing, and that is for increasing the pistol rate. So it is a unique relic manufactured by Iridian, and it is a rare drop from the Sheriff of Lynchwood, which is Nisha from Borderlands pre-sequel. You can see right here where I'm using it, or I'm not using it. I throw my buzz axe pretty okay. I pick it up, and now my buzz axe throw a lot faster. That's pretty much the only reason why I need it or why I use it, is because it is used for increasing my buzz axe rampage throws. It's just a lot better to be able to just unleash a shit ton of, buzz axe. Like right here, it's okay, I ain't really throwing, and then I was like, oh yeah, I need to throw this. I started throwing a lot more. And as long as you can aim your buzz axe in the right place, I'm not really doing the best here because I'm not that best at buzz axe rampaging with throwing. I'm good at meleeing it, because who isn't? The red text of this is, take turns playing nice, increase pistol fire rate, pistol damage, and fight for your life, bleed out time. Also further increase fight for your life time and max health by 15% every equipped deputy badge in the party. So this is really good if you have friends who like shotguns and they put on a deputy badge, and it just makes you bleed out longer. And the reason why I use this is that pistol fire rate, pistol damage, it gets put onto your buzz axe rampage, because your buzz axe rampage is actually coded as a pistol. So it increases the fire rate and the damage. So that's why you see my buzz axe throw really fast. So it's just really good for just throwing out a shit ton of fucking buzz axes in a short amount of time. which my buzz axe do increase max melee damage already. And then I have the explosion on there, and then with the love thumper, it increases the melee damage when thrown as well. Number 8. Alright, next we have the B shield. It is a legendary amplified shield made by Hyperion in Borderlands 2. It is obtained randomly from any suitable loot source, but has an increased chance to drop from Hunter Health quests located in Arid Nexus Boneyard. And in Tiny Tina Assault on Dragon's Keep is an increased chance to drop from tenants in the forest. The red text is float like a butterfly, no amp drain, high amp damage, reduced shield capacity, increased shield recharge rate, and recharge delay. It's really good, really strong. As you can see, like whenever I get the shield, it was very hard for me to get the shield. I had to hide sometimes. But even with the Slager, it does a crazy amount of damage. And then I've had to kill some people to get them out of my way. But like, it does a good bit of damage. It's not as high as a lot of people would take it because I don't use it as much. I use the Love Thumper more than I use the B Shield. I use the B Shield just in case maybe I meet up with maybe Saturn or someone with a lot of HP and I need a high damage output with a gun that I can't do with melee. And also doing the B Shield, it's very good to stay back, not die as much, and still be putting out pretty much just the same amount of damage as I would if I was doing melee. So that's where the mixture of melee and blood explosion come together. I can still use my melee or I can go to the gun if need to. Number 7. In the number 7 spot we have the Cur Blaster, and I know a lot of people are wondering, what is this gun? When do you get this gun? And stuff like that. So the Cur Blaster is a legendary assault rifle manufactured by Torg. It is obtained randomly from any loot source, but has increased chance to drop from Midgemog, located on the southern shelf, and Mr. Torg's campaign Carnage. The Cur Blaster can also be purchased from Torg vending machines as the item of the day. Red Texas Torg got more boom. The main projectile explosion releases a grenade, which also explodes 1 second later. Cannot deal critical hits. It cannot do critical hits. That's where the gun really does slack off, because critical hits is a major damage. Major point of the damage is whenever you're able to hit them crits, and because this weapon cannot hit crits, it's not good for damage somewhat. I am using the B shield for my amp, but there's also like whenever the B shield's gone, it still does a lot of damage. Like right there, it's putting out a good bit of damage. You just have to make sure you hit your shots, make sure the shots land. You can also like make them turn into mines, shoot before they're going to get there, and then by the time they walk there, the grenade's going off and killing them. It's also really good for stacking Field of Blood, which is a explosion passive ability, basically. I mean, you gotta build it up before damage really starts going. But I mean, it's an all-round gun. I mean, you just have to figure out where the right timing is with this gun. I have the damage prefix version of this, by the way. So it's not bad. It's pretty good. I like it, but with Krieg, explosion, blood explosion, it just works, and it's really strong. Number 6. Here we have the Boom Puppy, is an aftermarket unique assault rifle in Borderlands 2 manufactured by Torg. Boom Puppy is obtained from a mission walking the dog. The red text is boom, 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 Good Doggy. Fires a low velocity bouncing grenade which explodes each time it bounces. The grenade continuously bounces for a number of seconds before detonating. The grenade arc behavior is similar to a rubberized grenade mod rather than another grenade. Firing assault rifle reduces fire rate and reload speed. So the reason that the Boom Puppy is lower than the Cur Blaster, Cur Blaster does more damage. Cur Blaster also isn't a rubberized grenade, so it doesn't go off multiple times. Like, if you can time it correctly, you can get this grenade to hit an enemy multiple times. In that case, it does do more damage. But if you don't understand the way that the gun fires, then it's going to most likely kill you less than help you. Sorry, I got the hiccups. So it's not that good as saving you, most likely. It is really good for damage, don't get me wrong. It was really hard for me to pick between the Boom Puppy and the Cur Blaster, but the fact that the Boom Puppy can easily kill you a lot faster than the Cur Blaster just because of the bouncing grenades, that's what I don't like about the Boom Puppy that much. It's exactly like the Cur Blaster. It stacks Feel the Blood, does a crazy amount of damage. Just the fact that it can kill you doesn't make it very viable in my situation. I still use this gun like crazy. Not only that, the skin of it is Tiny Tina's bunny and it has pink camo. Camo is not camo, but it has pink hearts all around it. Looks like camo. Sorry about that. But it looks cool. It feels good. The only thing is that when you're using it, be smart of your environment because it will kill you. That's the only thing I have that I don't like about this gun. It's the ability to kill you. Number 5. In this selection, we got the Bada Boom as a legendary rocket launcher manufactured by Bandit. Borderlands 2 is obtained randomly from any suitable loot source, has an increased chance to drop by King Mong located in Iridium Blight. And it's really easy to get. It does a lot of damage, as you can see. I mean, what rocket launcher doesn't? I wouldn't pick this over a Topnia or a Javelin rocket launcher, which is just TD rocket launcher, and the reason is because Topnia does a lot of damage, does high AoE, don't get me wrong, but it shoots one bullet. And with the Bada Boom, it says multi-kill. Fire 6 rockets per shot, reduce accuracy, and per rocket damage. So with each rocket, with each more rockets that it shoots out, the less accurate it is. And like, there's nothing wrong with this gun. It does a lot of damage. It's just not placed higher because there's a lot of other weapons I could be using other than the Bada Boom. I use it for second wins mostly just because it does do that high AoE damage. And I don't think that there is anything bad with this gun. Now that, thinking about it, that's expensive money. Fuck that shit. So there is one drawback to this weapon. The ammo. If you do not have a Logan's gun or a sham, it is going to be really, really expensive to make sure you keep your ammo up. If you're using it for second wins, you're not going to need ammo as much. But, keep that in mind. Ammo is expensive for rocket launchers. Number 4. Now we're going to the Slager, and the Slager is a legendary submachine gun in Borderlands 2 manufactured by Bandit. It is obtained randomly from any suitable loot source, but has increased chance to drop from Tector and Jimbo Hodunk located in the dust. And I use it mostly for one reason, and that's its slagging capability. It shoots 3 bullets for the price of 1, and each bullet has like a 25% chance of slagging. And the red text for The Slaga is Balaga. Balagaga. Balagaga? I don't know. It means always. Slag. Fires three projectiles per shot, increase elemental effect chance, reduce bullet damage. So it doesn't do a lot of damage, but you know that once you hit a guy with a couple bullets of this gun, they're gonna be slagged, most likely. I mean, as you can see, I'm just slagging. That was a cool ricochet. I gotta say that one. That was fucking dope. Tried to do it again, failed. So like, I use it for slagging. It can be used for damage, but I use it mostly for slagging because I like getting people slagged up. Then I like throwing an explosive fastball in their face and seeing them die. I think that's pretty fun to watch. Number 3. So next we have the fastball. It is a legendary grenade mod manufactured by TDOR and is obtained randomly from any suitable loot source. Sorry about that. But has an increased chance to drop from bowl located in 3 corners side. The red text is forget the curveball, Ricky. Give him the heater. 0.0 fuse time, greatly increased damage, travel speed compared to similar TDR grenades, reduced blast radius. When thrown, behaves similar to a baseball and plays a gunshot sound effect on detonation. In short, it detonates on impact. It throws just like a baseball. It has maybe a slight arc to it. And don't be expecting to hit everyone or everything with this grenade. Sometimes you do miss. And you're only going to be able to hit one person out of, maybe you might be trying to get a lot of people. You're only going to get one. The only thing that makes me get a lot of people with one kill is the fact that I have blood explosion. So the only time that I'm killing a lot of people is if I kill one person, they're around another people. The max people that you could probably kill with this thing is probably 3 max. And that's just because they had to be really close together. Maybe if you're Siren and you scoop them all up and then you explode them, maybe that might work. But it can only kill one at a time. Number 2. In number 2, we have the Grog Nozzle, and the Grog Nozzle, it is a unique pistol manufactured by Malawan, appears in Tiny Tina Assault on Dragon Keep, and a mission-specific weapon, available only during the mission. The beard makes the man through this. The red text is hand over the keys, sugar, always slag, very low, about 80%, negative 80% damage, 200% manipulative crit hit damage, and extremely high elemental effect chance. Fires large slow bullets that explode 3 times mid-flight, destroying themselves on the 3rd detonation. 65% lifesteal, 13 chance to intoxicate the character for 5 seconds every 5 seconds. Increase projectile count by 5 at the cost of accuracy, and fire rate by 50%. So it's really good. Really good for healing, really good for slagging. It does not that good damage. I'm going to be honest with you. Damage on it is kind of dookie. But no one really uses it for the damage. People use it for the lifesteal. People use it for the slagging. People use it for many other reasons rather than that. And this is another reason. So this is a bada boom. It does it shooting regularly. You get the Grog Nozzle. You wait till you start getting intoxicated. Switch back to the bada boom after being intoxicated for a minute. And then you shoot a lot more, depending on how many stacks of intoxication you can get. Honorable mentions. We got the rapier for one of the honorable mentions, just because the gun is insanely good for melee builds. 200 damage. Really good. Next is the stink pot. Really good for stacking Field of Blood. And it does pretty good corrosive damage. Pretty good gun right there. Pretty good. Pretty good. Next is the Hornet. It is really good for explosive builds that you can do with Accent and Krieg. It does grenade damage. Next is the Contraband Skyrocket. If you guys have never used this in the beginning of the game, then you will never understand it. It's really good though. Really good. Number 1. And last and not least, everyone probably expected this to happen. It was the Unkempt Herald, specifically double penetrating. I don't have a matching grip. I wish I did. But the Unkempt Herald is a legendary pistol manufactured by Tord, and Borderlands 2 is obtainable randomly from any suitable loot source, but has increased chance to drop by savagely located in 3 Hearts Divide. It's also in Mr. Torg's Campaign of Carnage. The Unkempt Herald can be purchased from the Torg vending machine as the item of the day. And this gun just does everything that you want any other weapon to do. It does high amounts of damage. It does do 5 ammo per shot, which is kind of pricey, especially if you have this version. You even go through more ammo. If you can tell, I got 30 in the magazine and it just blows right through it. It does chew through ammo, but it does come at the cost of so much damage. This is a gun that you can get in the first playthrough at like level 10. I think you can start getting it, maybe even earlier, and it can literally carry you through the whole end of the game. Now, True Vault Hunter mode and Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, it can't carry you through the whole game. I've never really tried. I just know in Ultimate Vault Hunter mode, whenever they started dropping, I would go and find for another one, especially when you're going through different OP levels. So yeah, this gun, it's been in the top 5 at least in a lot of videos, and there's a reason why. It's one of the high damaging weapons out there. Also, some people use it for that because it has a slow pattern, so if people would shoot it, switch the Grog Nozzle, get their health back, then go back. So, like, it's a very good gun. I don't see why anyone wouldn't use this gun. Everyone does use this gun. This gun is very good. It's good on every character. It's not just good on one simple character. This gun is good on all characters. Now, if you got someone like Zero and you got Accelerate, you can make the projectiles go faster. Maybe you got Maya, and I can't remember what Maya's is called. But she has a skill where she can also increase the bullet velocity speed, and it would be very bad for whenever you're trying to get health from Grog Nozzle. But other than that, this gun is the bee's knees, as some would say.